I'm Dr. Vincent. I have another special guest, Miss White. Miss White, you called me one day because your husband had COVID-19. He was very sick.
Right.
And I gave you a program to do. You guys were also on the Seed Nutrition, and he did something else, a program called the White Sheet Treatment. And overnight, what happened with your husband? How sick was he before?
He was extremely sick. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the time here on the show. And as Dr. Vincent mentioned, my name is Kimberly White. And yeah, you're exactly right. My husband, it started with our sixth grader, my 11-year-old, actually caught COVID-19 from school and gave it to the whole family, so we all caught it. But for whatever reason, my husband, it took him the longest, and it was a temp that lingered on for over 14 days. And I remember reaching out to Sylvia Hood, and I was like, Sylvia, do you know of any type of treatment, or what can we do? Because he introduced me to Veristan sanitizer spray, and then Sylvia she didn't respond right back. But the next day, I get a call, and it was Dr. Michael Vincent, and Dr. Vincent was telling me about a treatment, and it's called the cold sheet treatment, and he was telling me exactly what I needed to do in that treatment. And I kid you not, my husband, we tried everything we could think of. But that treatment, the very next day, he was no fever. And the fever was completely gone.
And I asked her to tease you guys, and I tell you about the treatment. You follow us and learn. The treatment. And that same treatment is part of my Sears disease program. That same treatment in the future, maybe even tomorrow, you may hear somebody that had the same diagnosis as Aretha Franklin that killed her with the seed products and that treatment with other things they had her do. The same diagnosis that killed Steve Jobs, Aretha Franklin. 33 days later, they couldn't find nothing. Treatment. What brings you here today? You took the seed product. What happened with you?
Yes. Oh my goodness. So with me, with the seed products, like I say, I was introduced to it. And one thing about my husband and I, we're real big on health anyway. We have an LLC that's called It's All About the W, and it's about winning in every area of your life. And when you're talking about winning in every area of your life, Doc, it starts with your health. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything else. There's no way you can work on a marriage. There's no way you can work on, anything else that you're wanting to do in life if you do not have your health. A pastor, we're really wanting to focus in a lot on the community, especially the Black community, especially churches, as you mentioned, Doc. So when it comes to things of that nature, you have to make sure that your health is intact. If a pastor who is the one over that church, is constantly having some type of illness and they are not eating the right type of food, what do you think happens to that flock? Your health is your wealth.
You're right.
And so with that being said, It's All About the W, that's what we're talking about, winning in every area of your life, but it must start with your health. So with that being said, with the Seed Nutrition products, it's the best thing we have ever come across. And with that being said, I know one thing that my husband mentions, Tim White, he talks a lot about whey. Whey products is just not good. Well, how about with these products, there's no whey in it. It's nothing but seed-based.
Organic.
You're talking absolutely organic.
Organic, yeah.
And what's so amazing about it is you're dealing with kale, black cumin, wheatgrass, turmeric. So,
tomato seed.
All of that. And so you can't get any better than that. And so with that being said, Doc, when I came across the products, it was in the midst of the COVID-19 again, so with that being said, and I have to admit, because sometimes we have individuals that are like this as well, and it's okay. Sylvia Hood, she had actually given me the information going back to that sanitizer spray several months ago. I didn't do anything with it. A lot of us get information a lot of times, we put it to the side. But once we caught that COVID-19, I was rambling trying to find, where is this? Let me find the number. Let me find Sylvia Hood number. And called her, and that started this journey. You never know why God placed certain people in your life and why you're doing the things that you're doing. But one thing I can say, it started with the spray, the very stand sanitizer spray, and then we got over to the rain products.
And that's the thing.
Those products?
The cold sheet treatment is something that you can pass down through all your
Generations. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, with that cold sheet treatment, I was passing it down to just my other cousins and other people that have been dealing with COVID-19. But yes, this is also something we can pass down to my children. I have an 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 5-year-old. This is something that we need to know. And as one of my dear sister, Vernita, was just stating, there may come a time when we cannot go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. There may come a time where, who's someone that has COVID-19, shortness of breath or whatever the case may be, they're not able to get to the place they need to get to get the treatments. Well, guess what? With this cold sheet treatment, mm-hmm. you're able to have the outcome of being what? Healthy and whole and set free from COVID-19.
Now, would you recommend the churchgoers that's listening to us now, the pastors now, to connect with us with the Seed Nutrition, mm-hmm. to connect with us with our training systems?
Totality, absolutely, doctor.
I mean, to learn about the cold sheet treatment, mm-hmm. to learn how to get rid of pain mm-hmm. in seconds. You witnessed it, right?
I did. Yes, with my back. What was it? My neck, back and neck.
And also your friend in Michigan City.
Yes, Joy in Michigan City. Yes, oh my God. So my dear friend Joy in Michigan City, yes. Oh my, so she was dealing with some pain in her digestive system, like right in the stomach, the core of the stomach. It was a knot.
A knot.
Yeah. A big knot.
A big knot.
In the stomach. And so got Dr. Vincent on the phone, and Joy was literally in front of her mirror, and she saw this knot as she was conducting the treatment.
Painful.
It was very painful. And she was getting ready to go and visit with her children, her grandkids in Texas. And she was like, she would really love to not be in pain while she's with those grandkids. And so Dr. Vincent, you all, over the phone, conducted a treatment for my dear friend, my dear sister. And I kid you not, she was like, oh my gosh, I see the knot moving. Mm-hmm. It was moving, you all, from that location and to the point where it was moving downward and continually downward until she had a bowel movement and it moved it out. To the point where she is still, as of yesterday, I want to say she's coming back to Michigan City, but she's been having a blast for quite a few weeks here with her grandkids. No pain, no side effects, no anything. And she is so thankful to God for such a treatment and just how God is utilizing you, Dr. Vincent, to conduct this, because it helped her tremendously over the phone.
And that
no face-to-face.
It was 87% thought. And it's the thing.
It was.
And it's the thing I shared with her, that I had a student of mine that came to me after his sister had a knot. But the knot killed her. Mm. That knot was a clogged colon. Mm-hmm. She had a knot, the same knot she had. Mm-hmm. I said, I know this knot. And that's why I don't let her leave the phone until we got rid of it.
I remember.
I said, look, we got to get rid of that knot over the phone. I know this knot. Mm-hmm. He came to, I lost my sister at age 50, had a knot in her abdomen, mm-hmm. painful knot. She had a clogged colon, mm-hmm. and she died from it.
Wow.
And she had a big bottle with it, did she?
Yes, she did. She did. You all, it was amazing of how she was, one day she was in this much agony of pain. And she tried different other, laxatives and different things. Because she was like, oh, if I could just go. But it wasn't. She had to get to the core of that, which was that knot.
Isn't it amazing
that was in the abdomen?
These phones are so amazing that you can send a text to all over the planet. These hands, you learn in class, these hands are seraphots. They have godlike powers. I said, I can send a treatment all over the whole planet, and I have. Your friend over the whole planet.
I remember, yeah.
You follow me? And so can you. So we teach this technique called therapy systems attached to a seed nutrition.
Yes.
So just imagine a church.
Oh my gosh. How, and then even just the weight management, how those, because in Mississippi, for instance, Mississippi is a huge obese state. So with that being said, to be able to come across those seed nutrition products, it would be phenomenal. How
about diabetes then?
That too. Hello. You know, Mississippi is a soul food state anyway. We know that, right? So with that being said, you think about seed nutrition. I know for me, I've dealt with depression and anxiety years ago. Okay. But, now since we've had the pandemic and things of that nature, one thing I will tell you, if you don't watch yourself, it will try to come back and hunt you again. Okay. And so I would say I end up experiencing a little bit of that at some point in time during the pandemic. Well, I would say with the seed nutrition products for me, it has given me more energy. And also you'll be amazed what I like to do with the products. First thing in the morning, I like to, drink water, a glass of water, and then I'm doing my seed nutrition, and then I have breakfast. But I realize when you pay attention to your body speaks to you if you listen. And so I can tell how my body is excited and love when those seed nutrients are going down my body. It's just amazing.
I'm thinking
oh my gosh, what? It's the truth.
As a doctor, I had recommended folks take the oils, other oils, the Young Living oils, which were good. Go take the root of something. Go take the leaf of something. Go take the juice of something. But when I realized that the seed is up to 30 times more potent, those things are no longer sufficient to me.
Yeah.
No longer to me. Nothing out there, folks. Your juice, your leaf, your Young Living oils, the CBD oils, none of that, it no longer to me sufficient no more.
I agree. And I would tell you this, Doc, and I'm just so excited and looking forward to when I go to the eye doctor in January. But I believe my vision already getting better.
Back up. So
seriously,
hold
I'm
up.
excited. Yeah.
So you've done my vision class?
Yeah, I've been doing your vision class. Yes, sir. I'm excited.
And you've been in that class. Everybody,
yes, sir.
Folks, hear me well. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us, folks. Follow us. Get in contact with us. Join us. So were you on that call that day when Mr. Taylor said, Dr. Benson, the lady had COVID-19, migraine headache, at a 10, down her whole spine, over the phone. In 2 minutes, it was down to 0. Remember that? Over the phone.
Awesome.
COVID-19, severe pain, over the phone.
Gone.
With this technique.
Gone.
And Mr. Taylor said, Dr. Benson, can we do vision tonight? I said, yes, of course. And I didn't know why. He said that I can't see the big E on the eye chart. In 5 minutes, we had it down to 20/30 vision. In 5 minutes. Wasn't it?
Absolutely amazing. Yes, sir.
Can you imagine with the seed nutrition, because a special eye formula that I make and create, the seed nutrition in an eye formula, can you imagine how many folks legally blind, how many folks are having glaucoma, cataracts, wear glasses?
Yeah.
We can help.
Yep.
In days.
I'm loving it. It's exciting. You know what I mean? I know someone asked me before, Kim, why is it that how do you keep your size down? Or what is it that you do different? Why? Why do you do what you do? I said, because I want to live. When you say to the point that you want to live, if you want to live, you will do whatever you need to do to make the manifestation as it is what you're saying. If you're saying that's what you want to do, okay, put in the action, whether it's the money, the seed products, I don't care how much it costs. For me and my husband in our household, we're buying it because it works. And I know we've tried other products. It works. There's nothing else out there.
You
Okay.
say that, I'm going to say this here.
Yes.
And they're going to watch this video, and he's a karate expert. He kicked my butt. And he was a diabetic. And he spent $200 on the C nutrition. And he was non-diabetic. It was going in 10 days. He said, these products are expensive. I said, so you got rid of diabetes in 10 days. So you save your vision from going blind. You save your legs. You save your kidneys. You save your eyes. You save your brain and your heart. If you lost those, would you pay $200 to get it all back?
Come on. Come on, somebody. I mean, what would you do?
I said, and then he said, well, maybe it's not expensive. Yes.
That's the truth.
I'm so glad you drove down from,
Thank you for having me, Doc.
yeah, I
appreciate
mean, Memphis. We're going to go eat some good soul food.
it. So excited about that. Thank you,
I
Doc.
want to thank the folks. If you know anybody with diabetes, hypertension, asthma, COVID-19, obesity, kidney failure, menstrual cramps, ED, vision problems, contact us. Get on the C Nutrition. Give yourself a fighting chance. A fighting chance. I want to thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Everyone wants to be healthy, and we should be. Our Creator designed an amazing, complex system intended to allow our body to heal itself if we give it what it needs. For example, if you cut your finger, it bleeds, a scab forms, and it heals. However, when our body does not receive what it needs, it begins to talk to us. It talks to us through symptoms or physical manifestations of disease. So, if your body is talking to you, you need to listen to Dr. Michael Vincent. Start your wellness journey today. Visit Dr. Vincent's website at www.vincentclinic.com or dial toll-free 888-842-3935 or 888-84-BEWELL. Be well